What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am PJ. There is a lot going on in the world. Those of you with eyes to see, can see it by the very fact that you're on Viking Preparedness, a preparedness channel. For this video, you want to go out? For this video, at least, go on. I'm going to assume that you have the basics covered. You've got food, water, medicine, a way to protect yourself, that kind of thing. This is not what I'm talking about. I am going to talk today about 7 things you can do pretty quickly, pretty directly, that will could significantly improve your position if things go the way I think they're going, which could happen rapidly. The first thing is this. You have heard by now, I'm sure, that the evil Russians are going to do some kind of major hack attack, computer network attack, crash the internet, stop the banks, stop the gas, whatever. They could. Probably 80% of that's propaganda. But it could also be true. It could also be a false flag. Somebody else could do it and blame it on somebody else. The bottom line is you should probably be prepared for major disruptions in the internet. And the first thing you should do, probably today, is start printing out hard copy. Matter of fact, just go to the store and buy some more printer cartridges. But you should start printing out hard copy things. Your banking records, your bank accounts, your addresses, your phone list on your phone. I do not know, and I'm honest. I am honest. When I'm telling you to do something, half the time I'm telling myself to do it too. And here's an example. I do not know my wife's phone number. I don't know it. I could not say, can I borrow your phone? Let me call my wife. That's a major problem, right? Because I've got her on my phone. I just tick and it rings. You should have this stuff. We should have this stuff written down, ready to access. And so go ahead and get paper copies of things. It's amazing to me the number of people who have resource documents, hardcore medical things or whatever, and it's only in digits. Guys, you need hard copy. You need hard copy. I'm going to get to this area later, but while I'm at it, I just want to hit it here. You need paper maps and a real compass, which is more than just printing out, but the internet could go away, at least temporarily. It could be disrupted greatly. You need paper maps. So start thinking about putting stuff in paper and having it organized in some way that you can get at it. So that's number 1. Number 2, going along the lines of paper, you need cash. You need cash. When the banks go bloop, you're still probably not going to have everything you need, and you're going to want to get it. And if you don't have cash, nobody's going to talk to you. I'm sorry, all our credit cards machines are down. We can't take credit cards. If it's a big store and their credit card machines are down, they probably won't do any sales. They'll suck it up. But if it's a mom and pop store, if it's a more local store and their computer's not working, they'll probably still take cash, at least for a little while. So you should have some. You should have some cash. Your money could disappear in the bank. It's guaranteed by FDIC. Yeah, maybe. But your guaranteed money locked up in a bank somewhere is a lot less valuable than my little pile of 20s, 10s, and 5s, right? And so get some cash. Thing is, cash can get stolen. Cash can get burned up. Cash could disappear in a flood. You need to protect your cash. What I recommend to my people is go ahead and put it in a Tupperware container, food saver it into a bag, something like that, and then just bury it in your backyard, in your flower garden, underneath your rabbit pen, wherever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be high speed and secret. It only has to be about this deep under the ground. Don't tell tell one person about it in case you get killed. So at least your money doesn't sit there for the archaeologists to find, like some Viking stash or something. But Don't tell people about it. Don't tell people you've done it. And just bury some cash. If you need it, go out in your flower garden, dig under the petunias and pull it up, and you'll be able to function. So get some cash. Related to that, this is just me. And this, matter of fact, I'm going to let that go. That doesn't go with this. All right, number 3. Get out your bug out bag, dump it on the living room floor, and go through it. Get out your bug out bag, dump it on the living room floor, and go through it. Get that bad boy tidied up. Do you have water in your bug out bag, or do you have an empty canteen? Probably a good time to put water in that canteen. Change the batteries on everything. Check your food. Is the food still good? Switch out the food. Be familiar with what is in your bug out bag. Unfortunately, you may need it. So word to the wise. So that was number 3. We had get paper records, get cash, take care of your bug out bag. And if you don't have one, there is so much stuff on the internet for a bug out bag. I will just tell you this briefly. It is to get you from where you are to where you want to go. And that's it. It's not to set up Robinson Crusoe along the way. Take a look at what's going on in Ukraine right now and people fleeing, and think how you could do better. All right, number 4. You're not going to like this one. Most of you won't do it. Learn where the potential nuclear targets are in your area. Learn where the potential nuclear targets are to your south and west. All of them. Be aware of them. It is beyond the scope of this video to tell you how to do that, but that information is relatively easy to come by. You should know. Not just to your south and west. You should know all around you, but you should have a good idea of where these potential nuclear targets are. Because, it could go there. And if it goes there, as I've been saying on Patreon, I don't think there'll be much buildup. Because if you build up against us, we'll see it coming and we will decimate you more than decimate. So I think anyone who's may try to take us out, bolt out of the blue. So learn where the nuclear targets are in your area. And I might as well say it, it's not on my list, but it's one of the dead horses I flog regularly on Patreon. Get yourself a copy of Nuclear War Survival Skills by Crescent Kearney. I recommend you buy it, but you can download it for free. Use your internet savvy. All right. So that was paper records, get cash, take care of your bug out bag, learn the potential nuclear targets in your AO. Next one, get your vehicles tuned up, taken care of. Do you need new tires? Put them on now. Do you need to change out your power steering thing? Pump? Do it now. Do you need to fix some hoses? Do it now. I'm not talking about detail cleaning it. I'm not talking about fixing the dent in it. I'm talking about making your vehicle functional, reliable, so you can get in it and drive halfway across the country. Yah forbid you have to do that. You're running out of time on this one. And it's also getting more expensive. It doesn't matter. It has to be done. If you know how to do it yourself, awesome. If you have a friend who can do it, awesome. I don't care how you do it. Get your vehicle ready to go. Get it in as tip-top condition as you can get it. Again, be ready to get in your car and drive halfway across the country, should you have to. Think about that. Next one up. You have people, right? Another dead horse I flog regularly. You need a crew. You need people. You cannot do this on your own. You have to go to sleep sometime. When the zombies are running around, and right now the zombies look normal, but when the zombies are running around, you're going to need people. Those people, whoever they are, probably plan on saying, hey, do you think we should come over now? Or, hey, we're thinking about maybe coming over. Is that okay? Texting you. You need a no-commo plan. You need a no-commo plan with your peeps. When the EMP, the coronal mass ejection, the nukes go off, when the internet goes down and the cell phone service stops, whatever, how are you going to communicate? You're probably not. So what do people do in your crew in the event of no communication? What do? Do they move to this point? Do they do alternate communications, send Sally and Bobby on their bicycles with a note? Do you fire up everybody in your crew has a ham radio that runs on tubes? I don't know, but you should have a no commo plan. And when I say no commo, honestly, I don't mean firing up the ham radio. I mean nothing's working. You can't talk to anybody other than face to face. What's the plan? Have one. Come up with it. Understand that if you have no communication, there's a really good chance vehicles might not work. What's your plan? You still need a plan. Are you going to sit there and cry and curl up in a fetal position and suck your thumb? No, you're a survivor. But you'll be a better survivor. You'll be a more successful survivor if you work your way through this stuff now. All right, so paper records and maps. Get those. Get cash. Fix your bug out bag, learn the potential nuclear targets, tune up your car was 5, no commo plan was 6, and the final one, oh yes, you should join my Patreon. It's $1 a month at the lowest level, for which you get a video almost every day of me talking about things that are really important, and the people there are glad they're there. Today, we talked about, at the Viking level, the potential, why I see it, with supporting documentation for a bolt out of the blue nuclear attack on the United States by Russia and China. We talked about that. For the Warriors, Jarls, and Berserkers today, we talked about group fallout shelters and ramifications, how to do that. Dun, 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 dun. We dug into that a good little bit. Gang, I put out pearls of wisdom. I do. I know it sounds like I'm doing this, but I try really, really hard to make every video worth your monthly $1. I know they're worth 3 cents. I know they are. If you average it out, it's about 3 cents a day. I know they're worth that. I invite you to come try. If you hate it, quit. Just quit. I'll put a link down below how to get there, but as things get tight and as things get going, that's where we're focused, and that's where the information comes out. We have a great give and take with the Vikings there. We have really smart people there who know more about a lot of things than I do, and we all learn from each other. So what we need is people and information. We have Viking meetups. I just went to one in the Ozarks this weekend where I re-met a lot of people, met some new people, they met new people, and we have them all over the country. Viking meetups. The only way to access them is through that site. And like I said, you need people. All right. Hey, tough times. Don't go crazy. Be on the internet and your television less. Be about doing things more. Be busy. And I will see you out there.